So you've made prime rib, you've got leftovers, and you're wondering what to do with them. I've got 3 fantastic ideas for you. Making prime rib is a great way to celebrate with family and friends. But if you're smart, you've made a good amount and you probably have leftovers. Here's a great way to take advantage of such great flavor in prime rib. First, a delicious steak chili. Then a sandwich, so thin slice and seared to take advantage of that great prime rib flavor. And then such an easy but fantastic burnt end prime rib. One great thing and easy to do is make chili from diced pieces of the prime rib that's left over. So while it's still cold, I'll cube it up into, I'm going to say about 1/2-inch cubes is my goal. Now, ground beef chili is fine, but prime rib steak chili, that's another level. So after I have this cut in about 1/2-inch slabs, I'll call them, or steaks, I'll then go the other direction and cut cubes. The reason I cut it while it's cold is it's simpler to cut while it's firm. This could be a slow cooker, it could be in a Dutch oven. Don't overthink it. If you want to get the exact recipe that I'm going to throw down here, the link's in the description. Now, to build flavor, you can saute onions and jalapeños and garlic, or you can just dump right into your slow cooker. And we'll put the meat right on top of the onions and peppers. And then just top with canned diced tomatoes, pinto beans, and canned chilies, green chilies. And then my spice concoction is chili powder, cumin, oregano, and brown sugar. But whatever spice concoction you have for your chili recipe, in the end, just build a great steak chili with prime rib is the goal. And don't forget, for more recipes and tips, be sure to subscribe. Stir it up just a little bit. I leave those raw onions and peppers on the bottom because I want those to really cook and permeate throughout. The steak will just be a flavorful thing throughout the whole chili. Cover it, put it on low in the morning. When you come back from work, it'll be ready for you. Talking about 6 hours on low. The obvious use of prime rib leftovers would be thin slice for sandwiches, you know, like deli roast beef. But I'm going to show you how to make the best prime rib sandwich. So, thinly sliced makes sense, right? So again, while cold, slice the leftovers into kind of like a shave. As thin as you can do it. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of hitting the back and then the front alternating so that I don't have a full face cut, but instead I have more of a shaved ribeye. That'll be perfect to sear in a pan to really crust up and build the flavor. So we'll get a pan nice and hot, saute pan, add oil to it. All right, we'll put the prime rib in and start searing it. Oh, love the sound of that crispy sear. Imagine a Philly, right? So a Philly where you have shaved steak. Kind of the idea. Move the pieces around the pan a little. What we're going for is essentially a take on a BLT, but it's beef, lettuce, and tomato. Add a little salt and pepper. What I love is how quick this can all come together. Nice and crispy edge on it, and we'll go ahead and plate up our sandwich. Remember, it's already cooked prime rib, so you're really just crisping up the edges. All right, let's build it. Of course I toast my buns. What are you kidding? It's a little butter on it. Sear that up. Maybe put that in before you do your prime rib. Then, not just mayo, pepper mayo. I like the crispy crust of the prime rib with some mayo, but a little extra pepper. Now we can put, let's put the lettuce on. And then the tomato. Now I've got some pickled green tomatoes from our friends at Due South. I just love this. Or you can use regular tomato, up to you. And pile it with ribeye for the ultimate ribeye sandwich. So good. And then you can choose to mayo the top. That's up to you. And that, my friends, is the ultimate prime rib sandwich. Those first two ideas were pretty great, but for a truly impressive way to eat prime rib leftovers, make it into a burnt end. So in this case, I'm going to cube it up a little chunkier, about a 1-inch cube. And then we're going to broil it to get a crispy edge all the way around a cube, and then toss it in a sauce. You could take these cubes and put it in a smoker, but we're going to put it in a broiler. Nice big bite-sized chunks. If it's an all-fat chunk, just hold that aside. I don't think that'd be great to eat a big fat chunk. And we'll put these onto a sheet pan and put it in a broiler. Spread them out. So this is the kind of chunk we're going for, about this size. And for additional seasoning, you can put salt and pepper, or if you have a favorite rub, you can just give a little bit of rub on it. Salt, and then a little bit of oil can help accelerate the cooking while it's under the broiler. So it's important you put the rack on the top so that it gets really close to the burner and get a good crisp edge. Oh, these smell good. So halfway through cooking, I made sure that I turned them so I could get crispy on both sides, at least a top and a bottom, and get crispy edges all around. Now you'll see that some of the fat will render out. I'm going to try to avoid getting that all into everyone's bite. But now it's time to toss these with some barbecue sauce. Now you can choose your favorite barbecue sauce. In this case, I've got a Kansas City barbecue sauce, and if you're interested in that recipe, you can check the link in the description. Make sure you use warm barbecue sauce. The idea is we do not want to cool these down very quickly by taking barbecue sauce right out of the refrigerator. That's why I'll warm it up in a little saucepan. Put those into a bowl. Here I've got some warm barbecue sauce. We'll pour some of that. It's just like dressing a salad. A salad of steak bites, and then just toss it. The idea is you're just going to coat the pieces with that warm sauce. Oh, look at those. You could get really ingenious on the different coatings. You could use like a buffalo wing sauce and have it be a steak bite instead and serve it with blue cheese. Oof, that'd be good. We'll just take each bite. Oh, so good. And you can just pick these and serve them for a party. I know it's not authentic burnt ends, right? I know that these aren't the authentic way to make burnt ends by smoking and then cubing up, but what a great way to use prime rib leftovers in a cube form, sauced up. I know my kids love these. First thing you hit with is whatever sauce you use, and then the depth of a prime rib comes right through. If you want to learn how to make the best prime rib, make sure to click right here. So let us know in the comments for what occasion you use prime rib. Thanks for joining us in the test kitchen. We'll see you next time.